Hello, everybody, and welcome back to the channel to see game two of this three-game series between the Tigers and Orioles in Baltimore. Leading off for the Tigers, playing second base is Whitaker, and batting second, playing shortstop Trammell, batting third, playing first base is Cash, batting fourth, playing third base is Cabrera, batting fifth, playing left field is Calavita, batting sixth, playing right field is Ordonez, batting sixth, playing center field is Granderson, batting eighth on the catching is Freehand. Batting ninth and on the mound is Mickey LOLICH. And for the hometown Baltimore Orioles, leading off playing second base, Davy Johnson. Batting second, playing center field is Adam Jones. Batting third, playing shortstop is Kyle Ripken. Batting fourth, playing left field is Frank Robinson. Batting fifth, playing first base is Murray. Batting sixth, playing right field is Singleton. Batting seventh, playing third base is Robinson. Batting eighth on the catching is Matt Witters and Widers, and batting ninth is Steve Stone doing the pitching. And let's get down here to Camden Yards and get this game started. And to lead it off here for the Tigers is Lou Whitaker batting 111 with no homers and one RBI. And this is Steven Stone's first appearance of the year. And in 1980, he was 25-7 with a 3.23 ERA. And here's the pitch to Lou. And he gets a hold of this one off of Stoney. See where this ends up in Baltimore. And that's going to be a double in the right field. And Sweet Lou starts the game off in scoring position. And that brings up Alan Trammell now. And Trammell's batting $167, no homers and an RBI. See the Orioles' upcoming schedule. They play one more game here in Baltimore against the Tigers, go on the road for 2 games in Kansas City, and then they travel to Detroit to play these Tigers up there. And that's going to be a ground ball down the third. And you got the human vacuum cleaner down there at third. And see if he looks to run her back. Matter of fact, that's going to be a swing and a miss. Stone strikes him out for out number 1. Strike out there for Steve. And Norm Cash is up batting 429 with no homers and an RBI. And that's going to be against the righty, a 12. And that's going to be a base hit in the center field. And Whitaker, will he come around the score here? That will be a 4. It'll be a 50. A 28 or lower. Once out of 54 or lower, he's going to score Lou from second. And he barely in there with a 43. Matt jumping up and down says he was out, but that RBI single by Norm Cash makes it Detroit 1. Orioles still yet to bat. Now you got a runner down at first, and Cabrera up. And Cabrera's batting .067 with a homer and 2 RBIs. His only hit is that homer. He's 1 for 16. And here's the pitch to him with Cash down at first. Tigers up 1-0. And that's going to be a base on balls. Now you got first and second for the Rocky Calavito. Already up by 1. Can he add to this here? And Rocky's looking for his first hit of the year. He's 0 for 7. And he's going to be 0 for 8 here. So that's a ground ball down to first. Murray, a damn good fielding first baseman. And that's going to be a 52. That'll be fielding column 1. And that's going to be the old 1 The old 3-6-3 double play. Batter bats left, safe at first. Nope. So that's going to be the old 3-6-3 double play. And the Orioles get out of that with only 1 run scoring thanks to the double play ball. And Tigers won. Orioles coming to bat. You got Davy Johnson up for the first time this year, followed by Jones and Ripken. And 1971, Davy batted .282 with 18 homers, 72 RBIs. And this is Mickey's first appearance of the year. And in 1971 also, he was 25-14 with a 2.92 ERA. And here's the pitch to Davy. And that's going to be a fly ball out to Granderson for out number 1. And Adam Jones comes to the plate. He's 1 for 1. In 2013, he batted .285 with 33 homers and 108 RBIs. And he gets a hold of this, Adam Jones. See what he can do with this ball in Baltimore. And that's going to be a double in the right field. So Jones with a 1-out double. And the Orioles got the tying run down in scoring position for Cal Ripken. And Ripken, as you can see the team comparisons here, Detroit's 3-1, 41 strikeouts, 31 walks, 3 doubles. Orioles are 2-2, 25 strikeouts, 17 walks, and 11 doubles. Ripken batting .167 with 1 RBI. And that's going to be a fly ball out to center field. Granderson makes the catch. 62-3 might be column number 2. And it is. And he's going to hold up there. Not going nowhere. So now there's 2 down. Runner at second. And we got Frank Robinson up now. Can Frank deliver and tie this game up? Maybe even give Baltimore the lead with 1 swing of the bat. Batting .250 with a homer and 4 RBIs. And that's going to be a swing and a miss. Mickey strikes him out. Orioles strand 1 to the top of the second. We go 1-0 Tigers. Ordonez, Granderson, and Freehan do up. And Ordonez is batting .231 with no homers and an RBI. That's going to be a fly ball out to Frank and left for out number 1. And now we got Mr. Granderson up. And he's batting .625, leading the American League with that batting average with a homer and 3 RBI. And that ball is high. That ball is far. Curtis just said, kiss it goodbye. And they just doubled the lead. They doubled their fun. It's 2-0 Detroit. And Bill's up batting $143 with no homers and no RBIs. And he gets a hold of this. And old Stoney's getting stoned here in the second. See what Bill does here. And that's going to be against righty in 19. And that is going to be a double down the third baseline. And now the Tigers making some more noise with only 1 out, runner in scoring position. And that brings up Mickey. And in 1971, he batted .130 with 7 RBIs. And they're going to let him swing away here, folks. And that's going to be a swing and a miss. He strikes him out for out number 2. We're back to the top of the order in Whitaker, who hit a double to start this game off with back in the first and came around to score the first run of the ball game. And that's going to be a fly ball out to Frank. And that'll do it. But the homer by Granderson makes it 2-0. We go to the bottom of the second. Murray, Singleton, and Robinson do up here for the Orioles. And Eddie is batting 1,000. And in 1982, he batted .316, 32 homers, and 110 RBIs. And that's going to be a ground ball down the second. And Lou's going to bobble this one, folks. That's going to be an E4 on Whitaker. Murray down at first. That brings a tying run to the plate. Ken Singleton And he's 0 for 2. In 1977, he batted .328, 24 homers, and 99 RBIs. And that's going to be a pop-up down the short, I believe. Nope, down the third. And that'll be out number 1. One down here in the bottom of the second. And here comes the other Robinson boy, Brooks, batting .267 with a homer and RBI. And that's going to be a ground ball down the first. See what happens here. 42 and a 4. And that'll be fielding column 1. And that's going to be the old 3-6-3 double play. So the Tigers turn that double play. And that'll end the threat there. We go to the top of the third. It's still 2-0 Tigers. Got Trammell, Cash, and Cabrera due up here for Detroit. Allen's 0 for 1, struck out in the first. And that's going to be a grounder down to Murray. He's going to take it himself and step on the bag for out number 1. And we got Steve Stone up. And in 1980, he batted .361. What? I was the last out? Oh, I got the wrong batter up, don't I? Sure do. It's Allen. Trammell just hit. Cash is up. Sorry about that. Batted 1 for 1. Had an RBI single. We'll get this straight here. And that's going to be a swing and a miss. Cash strikes out for out number 2. And Cabrera comes to the plate. He's 0 for 1, 0 for 0. He walked back in the first. And that's going to be a swing and a miss. And that'll end the inning. Tigers go down in order. To the bottom of the third we go with the bottom part of the order due at Wieters, looking for his first plate appearance of the year. In 2011, he batted .262, 22 homers, and 68 RBIs. And that's going to be a pop-up down the second for out number 1. And Steve Stone comes to the plate here. And this is his first plate appearance of the year. Let's see if Steve says we don't need no stinking DH. It's a fly ball out the right. 2 quick outs. And Davey Johnson's back up to the plate. And he's 0 for 1. He flew out the center back in the first. And that's going to be a 17. That's going to be a fly ball this time out the Rocky and left. Orioles go down in order. To the top of the fourth we go. Colavito's due up here, followed by Miguel and Granderson. And Rocky's 0 for 1. And he's going to be 0 for 2. That's a fly ball out to Jones for out number 1. Adam makes the catch. Ordonez is up there now, and he is 0 for 1. He flew out in the second. And that's going to be a fly ball out the left field. Frank Robinson makes the catch. Quick 2 outs here in the fourth. And Curtis Granderson, he homered back in the second. Make it a 2-0 ball game, which it still is. That's going to be a ground ball down to Brooks. Over to Eddie for out number 3. To the bottom of the fourth we go. You got Jones, Ripken, and Robinson, the Frank type. Adam doubled back in the first. And that's going to be a swing and a miss. Adam goes down swinging. That'll be out number 1, the second strikeout for Mickey. And Ripken's up now. He flew out. He's 0 for 1. And that's going to be a base on balls. So Cal's down at first. 1 out for Frank Robinson, the tying run at the plate. And Frank is 0 for 1. He struck out his first time up. And Frank with the pitch. See if he can deliver here. Nope, that's a lazy fly ball out to Rocky for out number 2. So it's going to be up to Eddie. And Murray, He is 0 for 1. He did reach on an error by Whitaker, though. And that ball is high. That ball is far. Eddie Murray has just tied this game up, folks. It is 2-2. His first homer and first 2 RBIs of the year. That brings up Ken Singleton now in a tie ball game. Singleton popped up the third back in the second. And that's going to be a base hit in the right field. Singleton goes the other way. And all of a sudden, with 2 outs, Mickey having some issues getting that all-important third out. Now you got Brooks Robinson up. He grounded into a 3-6-3 double play back in the second. And that's going to be a swing and a miss. So the 2-run homer by Murray makes it a 2-2 ball game. We go to the top of the 5th, the bottom part of the order due up here for the Tigers. Bill, Mickey, and then back to Sweet Lou. Bill doubled in the second. And that's going to be a fly ball this time. Robinson makes the catch for out number 1. And Mickey comes up now. And Mickey, he struck out back in the second. He's 0 for 1. And that's going to be a ground ball back to the mound. 36. We got to make an adjustment here. Give me a second. Stoney, we got to fix his card here. Edit old Stoney. We're in the wrong area. We don't want this. What am I doing? I want to edit. His card. Little behind the scenes here. Get rid of that 1. He's not a 21. He's a 2. And now let's get back to the ball game here. So we rolled a 23, a 36, and a 2. Should be fielding column 1, and it is. And that's going to be a nice play out there by Stone. He picks the ball up, fires over to first for out number 2. And back to the top of the order we go. And Lou is 1 for 2, doubled and came around the score. And that's going to be a ground ball down to Brooks. And that'll do it. 1, 2, 3 goes the Tigers to the bottom of the 5th and the bottom part of the Orioles lineup. Weeder, Stone, and Johnson back to the top, and Davey. Matt's 0 for 1. And that's going to be against the lefty. That's going to be a base hit in the right field. So Matt's aboard here with a leadoff single. And Steve will try to sacrifice him down the second and get him in scoring position. Go ahead, run it first. And that's going to be 2 strikes on him. Sorry, that'll be 2 strikes on him. Misses both attempts to bunt. They're keeping the bunt sign on. And he strikes out. Can't get the bunt down, folks. So now there's 1 out. The runner still at first. And you got Davey Johnson up. He's 0 for 2. He's flown out twice. And that's going to be a 2 balls and no strikes. Can he do something with this 2-0 count? And he does. Let's see where this ends up at. 17. That's going to be a base hit in the right field. And with Matt's speed, he's going to stop at second. So now we got first and second and 1 out for Adam Jones. So now go ahead runs in scoring position. And Adam is 1 for 2. He doubled back in this first. And that's going to be a ground ball. 32 and a 4. Should be a number 1. And it is. And that's going to be another 3-6-3 double play. Ain't that something, folks? Another 3-6-3 double play. And that ends the inning. And Mickey pitches around the trouble. It's still tied up as we go to the 6-2-2. Get your 2-2s out. So Alan Trammell is 0 for 2. Here's the pitch to Trammell. And that's going to be a ground ball down to Robinson for out number 1. Norm Cash is up now. And Cash is 1 for 2. He had that RBI single in the first. And that's going to be a ground ball out in front of the plate. 63 and a 9. And that's going to be fielding column 2. That's going to be a strikeout. He's got to fire it down the first, though, but he strikes out Cash for out number 2. And that's Mickey's 5th strikeout of the game. Stone's 5th strikeout of the game. And now Cabrera's up. He's 0 for 1. He walked in the first and struck out. You have to put the ball in play. And that's going to be a fly ball out to right field. Singleton makes the catch. 1, 2, 3 goes the Tigers. And we got Ripken, Robinson, and Murray, the big boys, due up here for Baltimore. Game's tied up. Ripken's 0 for 1. He walked in the 4th. And that's going to be a base hit in the right field. So again, the go-ahead runs aboard here with nobody out this time. And Frank Robinson coming up. Frank is 0 for 2. Can Frank deliver with Ripken down there at first? And that's going to be a fly ball out the... Nope, that's going to be a hit by pitch unless he's an HB. Nope, he hits Frank Robinson. Oriole fans are booing, but I don't think he wanted to hit Frank. Go ahead and run down at second and have Murray up. Murray's already hit a homer off of him today. He is 1 for 2, hit a 2-run homer to tie this game up back in the 4th. Can Murray do it again? And that's going to be against the lefty. That'll be a 12 and an 8. And that is going to be a base hit in the center field. Ripken doesn't have very great speed here. Let's see. Base hit in the center field. That'll be was it an 8 or an 8? That'll be a 56 minus a 30 plus the 8, a 34. So they're probably not even going to try to throw him. How about going from first to third? 54, 30, and a 17. So they can't get him. So it's a 34. That means a 64 or lower, and Ripken's safe. You know what? They're not even going to try because Robinson would easily make third on the throw. So that's what's going to happen. It's going to be first and third, and the Orioles are going to take the lead here. Just like I say. So we got first and third. Still nobody out, and that'll get the bullpen up. The Orioles lead this game 3-2. I didn't score him from. Okay, here. Let's try this again. Sorry about that. Do this again. RBI single in the center field here. And we got first and third for Singleton now. And Ken is 1 for 2. He singled back in the 4th. Tigers looking for the double play ball here. And that's not going to get it done, that's for sure. That'll be a 13. And that's going to be a fly ball in the left field. And a 61 on a 1. And that's going to be a 53. And Robinson should score with no throw. He does have a cannon out there, Rocky does. What did I say it was? 53. Yeah, 53. So a 33, that'll be a 63. 63 or lower. Robinson scores. And he scores on the sacrifice fly. And it is now a 5-2 ball game with a runner on first and 2 outs. And we got Mr. Brooks Robinson up now. Can he add to this lead here? As Mickey's getting beat up a little bit here in the 6th. It is 4-2 Orioles. And Brooks is 0 for 2. He has grounded into a double play and struck out. And that's going to be a fly ball out the right. That'll end it. But the Orioles scored 2, take a 4-2 lead into the top of the 7th. You got Calavito. That was only 2 outs. Sorry, that was only 2 outs. So now you got Matt up. Matt's 1 for 2. He singled back in the 5th. And that's going to be a ground ball down the first. And Cash will take it himself. And that ends the inning. And now you got Calavito up here in the top of the 7th. You got Calavito, Ordonez, and Granderson up. Rocky's 0 for 2 today. And he's going to be 0 for 3. That's an easy grounder down the short for out number 1. Alrighty, now Ordonez is up with 1 out and nobody on. He is 0 for 2. He's flown out the left both times. You might want to try something else, and he does. He hits that ball out the right field, but Singleton makes the catch. And that is 2 quick outs here in the top of the 7th. And now you got Granderson up. And Granderson's 1 for 2. He homered back in the 2nd inning. The time that gave the Tigers a 2-0 lead, and that's an easy grounder to Brooks. Human vacuum cleaner throws over to Murray. We go to the 7th inning stretch, 4-2 Baltimore. And Stoney's due up. He's pitching a pretty darn good game. Do we take him out here? They got a hell of a bullpen. I think we're going to take him out. They got Olsen out there, Juan out there, Britton, Miller. So that's going to be it for Steve. We're going to use that great bullpen they got out there. So Steve pitches 7 innings, 4 hits, 2 runs. And let's see who's going to come off the bench here. Almost all the righties are in the game. And Marvin is going to come off the bench. See if he can get aboard here with nobody out and nobody on the lead off this inning. Here's Marvin. Mora. This is his first plate appearance in 2004. He batted .340, 27 homers, and 104 RBIs. And here's the pitch to him. And he gets a hold of this. He says, "Put me in the game, coach. I'm ready to play today. Look at me. I can be third base." That's a homer. So that makes it a 5-2 ball game, folks. And Davey Johnson comes to the plate now. And Davey's 1 for 3. Single back in the 5th. And that's going to be a swing and a miss. Mickey settles down, strikes him out for out number 1. Adam Jones comes to the plate. He's 1 for 3 with a double. And that's back-to-back strikeouts after the homer. Mickey's up to 6 strikeouts, but he's losing 5-2. Kyle Ripken comes to the plate, 1 for 2. He has walked and singled, came around to score both times. And that's going to be a base on balls. Ripken with a good eye today. Walks for the 2nd time. Brings up Frank Robinson, who's 0 for 2. He did get hit by a pitch back in the 6th. And he's making him pay for it, folks. kiss it goodbye. Frank Robinson might have just put an amen to this ball game. It is now 7-2 as the Orioles score 3 here in the 7th. And here comes Eddie. And Eddie's 2 for 3 with a homer and 3 RBIs. And that's going to be against the lefty, a 12. That might be a base hit. And yep, that's going to be a base hit in the left field. Murray turns on this one. Now there's a runner at first and Ken Singleton up. They're trying to get Mickey through this inning. He's due up second. Ken is 1 for 2 with an RBI sacrifice fly back in the 6th. And he just nails this one. This is going to be it for Mickey. Unfortunately, he blows up here, and that's going to be a double in the right field. Murray might not score with his speed, even with 2 outs. 28 or lower. That would be a 54. He's going to give it a try. And he's in there. So a RBI double by Singleton. And this game is out of control now, folks. And that's it for Mick. They just want somebody to get through this 7th inning here. So Mick can't make it out of the 7th. What was a 2-run game is now a 5-run game. Let's see here. Who's going to come in the pitch? And who they got up now? Brooks. Brooks is up. Who do they want to bring in? Just to get 1 out. That's the question. He'll be pitched hit 4. And he will be pitched hit 4.
Henneman.
I think they'll go with Mike to try to get 1 out here, 2nd and 3rd. Wait a second. I'll stop here. He scored. So that's, yeah, he scored on that 28. Yeah, redo that and then take him out. Sorry about that. I didn't see that he didn't score. Got to get Murray in here on this double. Was a double out the right field. And he scores. And now Mike's going to come in the game. And it's 8-2, not 7-2. And this is Mike's 2nd appearance of the year. No record with a 9 ERA. He's got Singleton down at 2nd and Brooks Robinson at the plate. Here's the pitch to Brooksy. And that's going to be a fly ball out to Rocky. That'll end the inning, but the Orioles score 7. Take a 6-run lead into the 8th inning. Let's see who's going to come out here and pitch here. And I think it might be Stu Miller coming out to pitch. Now that they got a 6-run lead, Stu's going to come out of the bullpen. Well, maybe not. Maybe we'll do it this way. You know what? Olson's going to come in and just pitch 1 inning and be pitched hit 4 because he's batting. He'll be in the batting 2nd in the inning. So Olson will come in. They'll just patch this. Do a little patchwork here. 1 pitcher per inning here, hopefully. for the Orioles' sake. That's all the game goes. So this is Olson's first appearance of the year. And in 1989, he was 5-2 with a 27 saves and a 1.69 ERA. He's got the bottom part of the order due up. Bill, a pitch hitter, and then back to Lou. Bill's 1 for 2 with a double. And that's going to be a base on balls, not what you want to see. Olson walks the batter with a 6-run lead. That'll be it for Mike. He got his job done. Got him out of the inning. And now let's see who's going to come off the bench here. All the lefties are in the game. Johnny's going to come out of the dugout, I believe. Let's see, maybe not. Maybe not. Let's see here. Yeah, Johnny's going to come out of the dugout. Don't second guess yourself. Just go with your gut. Where's Johnny? And Johnny, his first plate appearance of the year in 2011, he batted .299, 21 homers, 86 RBIs. And that's going to be against the righty at 20. And that's going to be a fly ball out to Jones for out number 1 here in the 8th. And now we're back to the top of the order, 1 out, and Bill's still down at first. And Sweet Lou's up. He's 1 for 3, double, and came around the score in the first. And that's going to be against the 20. That'll be a base hit. That'll get the runner down the second. He'll hold there on the infield hit. And now you got first and second, and Alan Trammell up. Tigers trying to get their way back in this ball game. Trammell help out here. He's 0 for 3 today. And he's going to be 0 for 4. That's a high infield fly rule in effect. No, matter of fact, it's not an infield fly. Olson strikes him out for out number 2. And that brings up Norm Cash now. 2 outs, and Norm's 1 for 3 with an RBI, but he struck out twice. And that's going to be a fly ball. Nope, that's going to be a swing and a miss, and Cash, with his 3rd time he struck out, gets the hat trick, and Olson and gets into trouble, but strikes out the last 2 batters. Holds this to an 8-2 ball game. And now we need a pitcher out there for the Tigers. You got the switch hitting Matt, then Olson will have it, and then a righty. So we're going to go with, I guess Fred will come out and pitch. Gladden will come out here and pitch the 8th inning. So Gladden's coming out. Fred pitched the 8th. This is Fred's 4th appearance, no record and no ERA. He'll have Matt do up a pitch hitter and Johnson. And Matt gets against the righty. That'll be a 24. And that'll be a fly ball out the right field for out number 1. See who's going to come off the bench now. And that'll be it for Matt. And Eddie Watt will come in and pitch the 9th inning. But who's going to come off the bench is the question here. Let's see. Against a righty. And Nick Markakis is going to come off the bench. You know what? Brian Roberts will come off the bench. Brian Roberts will come off the bench. And Brian is batting .286 on the year, no homers and no RBIs. And that's going to be a ground ball down the third for out number 2. And we go to the top of the order now, and Johnson. And Davies 1 for 4. He has got a single back in the 5th. And that's going to be a fly ball out to Ordonez. And that'll be out number 3. Davies going to come out of the ball game. And Brian will stay in and play second. We'll do the old double switch here. So Watt will come in and he'll bat in the leadoff spot. And Brian will stay in the game and play second. So this is Eddie's first appearance of the year. And in 1969, he was 5-2 with 16 saves and a 1.65 ERA. And he'll be facing the big boys here in the 9th with the Tigers trailing by 6. Cabrera, Colavito, and Ordonez. Cabrera's 0 for 2 today. He has walked. That'll be against the righty 24. And that'll be a fly ball out to Singleton for out number 1. And here comes Rocky now. And Rocky's 0 for 3 today. And he's going to be 0 for 4. And that's going to be a ground ball back to Eddie. He fires over to Eddie. It's the Eddie and Eddie show. That'll be out number 2. And the Tigers down to their last out in this 8-2 ball game. Can Miguel do something? He's 0 for 3. And that's going to be a fly ball out to Singleton, and that'll end the ball game. The Orioles win 8-2. Clear out the scorecard. And the Orioles 8 runs on 11 hits, no errors. The Tigers 2 runs, 5 hits, and 1 error. Lou Whitaker, the only Tiger with 2 hits, 2 for 4. Tigers were 1 for 7 with runners in scoring position. Granderson with his second homer of the year. Tigers left 4 men on base. Murray and Singleton goes off. Murray 3 for 4. Singleton 2 for 3. 1 for 5 with runners in scoring position. Frank Robinson with a homer. Murray, and don't forget, old Mora comes off the bench and hits a homer. And the Orioles left 5 men on base. Mickey goes to 0-1. 6 2/3. Did not have his good stuff today. 11 hits, 8 runs, walked 2, struck out 6, and gave up 3 homers. Hedman a third of an inning, and Gladden inning. Steve Stone picks up the win. 7 innings, 4 hits, 2 runs, walked 1, struck out 5, gave up a homer. Olsen comes in 1 inning, 1 hit, 1 walk, 2 strikeouts, and Watt pitches the 9th inning. Let's go here to the standings and leaderboard. Alrighty, the Yankees are a game and a half up on the Orioles. Red Sox and Jays 2 games. The Devil Rays 2.5. The Indians and Tigers are now tied for first. The Twins are a half a game back. Kansas City's a game back, and the White Sox a game and a half. And out west, Rangers lead the Mariners by 1, Oakland by 2, and the LA Angels by 2.5. Granderson still leading the league with a .554 batting average. And the 2 Indians, Ramirez and Tomey, with 4 homers, and Tomey with 8 RBIs. And the ERA leader is going to be, of course, at 0. 1 win for everybody, and the 2 pitchers with 2 saves is John and Mariano. Alrighty, and now let's look at the MVP voting and Cy Young. Tomey leading in MVP, Palmer in the Cy Young. And the next game on the channel is going to be the third and final game of this series. We got the Macs going up against each other. McLean against McNally. Denny against David. Should be a good pitching matchup. I want to thank everybody for tuning in today. If you're new to the channel, hit that subscribe button and hit that bell for reminders. And on your way out of Baltimore, hit that like button and leave a comment. Till next time, it's Ken Castro just stops in. Oh, you're fine, old buddy. Message me anytime. Yep, not a problem. And I'll check that video out that you're talking about in a minute here. Till next time, y'all have a great day and take care.